And for the final time here at Riggs High School, we welcome you into high school volleyball for the Pierre Governors as they take on the Mitchell Colonels here this evening, as the Governors will host the Colonels in the final regular season matchup, regular season home game here, the last regular season home game for the Governors as they take here on Tigers on Thursday on the road. But here tonight, the Governors are looking to finish out the home portion with the big win, and they need it. They are sitting at 7-10 right now here on the season, and they have got to get wins here today and on Thursday to have any shot at being the 8 seed. They need some help. If they do win those two games, they're going to need some more help to try and be that 8 seed to get the home game in the Sodak 16. Otherwise, they're going to have to go on the road next week, Thursday, in the Sodak 16 to try and advance to the state tournament. Governors have 6 seniors on their team that will step on the floor for the final time, at least in the regular season here at Pierre High School, as Maya Keenels, Reagan Wiebe, Kaylee Severn, Markia Munchelkanaus, Kenzie Gronlin, and Austin Wiebe are the 6 seniors that are on this Pierre Governor team and looking to finish out there the home portion here at home with a big win. And these two teams met back on September 8th. And it was back on September 3rd, and it was a sweep for the Pierre Governors of 25-15, 25-17, and 25-22. That was the Governors that started their season at 3-0, and then things kind of fell apart with the COVID and everything else that happened with this team. Fell back to 3-7, lost 7 in a row before winning 2 in a row, then falling for a third 3 straight again, and have won back-to-back games, and are looking for another couple wins here, looking to get back to that largest winning streak of the season, which is 3, before then they head to Huron. That's, a big game. Huron, they lost in 3 sets when they were close to the first 2 and then lost by 9 in set number 3, but we'll talk more about that when we get to Thursday's game when they take on the Huron Tigers to finish out the 2020 regular season. That is weird to say as well, the regular season coming down towards the very end, as you just don't see with everything else going on in the world. It just doesn't seem like we would get to this point, but here we are, just 2 games left to go in the year, and the Governors are looking to win these last 2 games here today and then as well on Thursday night. Also, as we want to take care of some business here before we get going, that News Director Zach Nelson, he'll be on after the game is over here on today's KCCR with election coverage throughout the evening, as not sure how long he'll be on, but he'll be on for quite some time. So he's in for a long night. We're in here for hopefully a good night of some Pierre Governor volleyball. We'll step aside for our first break, back in 3 minutes with our first coaches interview with Coach Deb Thill of the Mitchell Colonels. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. Welcome back to the pregame show on today's KCCR, today's KCCR.com. Join me as Coach Deb Thill of the Mitchell Colonels. Coach, you come in here last week of the regular season for you guys, and 2 wins. Wins are here important to kind of boost yourself in the SODAC 16 standings. As it starts tonight here against Pierre, a team you faced way back at the beginning of the season. What do you expect from this Pierre team? Because you probably don't expect the same thing that you saw back in the beginning of the year.
Well, I expect a Pierre team to be a typical KC coach team. They're going to be scrappy. They're athletic. Their setter's good. They can get up and swing hard.
For you guys, how do you counteract that? How do you be able to stop that?
I don't know if we can stop it as much as hopefully try to not let the ball hit the floor and have some better ball control.
For you guys, as you get into this final week of the season, what are you looking for from your team? Not specifically here tonight, but just get yourself ready for the SODAC 16.
Well, every match you try to get better. Every match we try to get better. We try to get better serving and serve receive, and then the rest of it just kind of follows suit. Trying to cut down errors. We haven't played in a week because our Stevens match got canceled, so obviously that match was not very good for us, and so we're really hoping to pass the ball a lot better.
And what does that do for you guys, especially this late in the season? How much does that make things more stressful on you trying to get ready for the postseason?
I don't know if stressful is the right word. I think more preparation and trying to figure out ways to win and putting our girls in better situations and better positioning on the floor in order to give us a chance to win.
Here tonight, what do you expect, or what do you want from your team to get a win, or what's going to be the number one thing for you to get a win tonight?
Attitude and effort. That's what I'm looking for, attitude and effort.
Short, sweet, simple to the point. Coach Dill.
That's a Coach Munson quote, attitude and effort.
Coach, I do appreciate the time. Good luck here tonight.
All right, thank you.
Back with more of the pregame show next on today's KCCR, today's KCCR.com. Welcome back to the pregame show on today's KCCR, KCCR.com. Joining me is Coach Casey Keenels of the Pierre Governor Volleyball team. Coach, final home game of the regular season for you guys as you take on the Mitchell Colonels here this evening. As you get ready for this game, and the seniors that have been on this team have played varsity for several years now, and even the ones that are playing varsity for the first year, what have they meant to this program and in this season in particular, with everything being so crazy with 2020?
No, I think that with the leadership that we had, the six seniors really stepped up and really led the team well. I think just kind of kept that calmness, kind of kept that encouraging, positive environment at practices. Really kind of helped walk those younger kids through, an atypical season. And I think that, for the most part, it's a time for these girls. I mean, we'll get to practice one more time, before our regular season ends. But as far as get to compete in front of our home crowd, I think that these girls are, a little bit of emotions, but I think that they're ready to continue on to, whatever the season has to bring.
This Mitchell team, you guys swept them all the way back at the beginning of September. It feels like it's about more like 4 or 5 months ago than actually just basically 2 months ago. So with that, do you just say you can't really look at what happened in the first game? These are two different teams.
Yeah, because I think a lot of things have changed. We were playing probably our best volleyball, at the beginning of our season, and kind of had that lull in there with everything that went on with our team. And so I think, at this point, Deb always does a great job of preparing her girls, ready to play towards the end of the season. So I know that they're going to be a different team than what we saw, back in the beginning of September. So we've got to just continue to play. I think that, the way we played against Yankton and Douglas, and I think that's a good setting stage for, what we're going to do tonight.
As you get in the last 2 games of the year, the regular season, you see yourself in the 11th spot in AA. Need a lot of help. You have to go 2-0 and need a little bit of help, quite a bit of help to get you the 8th seed to host the Sodak 16. Midway through the season, you're kind of maybe looking at the standings, and the girls are watching the standings a little bit. Now, as you get to the end of the season and where you're sitting at, do you say, just forget about the standings, let's go play, let's go get these 2 wins, and not worry about what might happen if we do?
Yeah, because I think, like you said, I think we'd need quite a bit of help to move up to get a home seed. But, at this point, I think our girls, they just want to play. And I think that they're just going to continue to play with the, best that they can to make end the season the best way that we possible and prepare us for that Sweet 16 game.
What do you expect from this Mitchell team here tonight?
I think they'll be scrappy. I think they'll be, maybe not a lot of power, but, they tend to be able to find spots on the floor. So I think they'll probably be gunning for some of our weaknesses. And I think that, we just got to be ready to play and really take full control from the very start of the game.
What's going to be the number one thing here for you to win tonight?
Offense. I think, we've got to control, keep those unforced errors. Serves, got to serve aggressive, got to play aggressive at the net, and then just be ready to move our feet on defense.
Coach, appreciate the time as always. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back with one pregame show next on today's KCCR, today's KCCR.com. As we welcome you back into Riggs High School, we are set for volleyball here this evening between the Pierre Governors and the Mitchell Colonels. Mitchell is in their yellow uniforms, where the Governors are wearing their home whites. It will be Katie Siebert to serve first here for the Mitchell Colonels, the 5'7" senior. As she serves that one, Mitchell Canals will receive. Kaiser from the back line got tipped, but it'll be played back over for the Colonels. At the net, it'll be off the net. It was tipped. Lizzie Tyler had that opportunity. Here's one for the near side. That one's down for a kill from, that is Casman Alm, the 6'3" junior. That gives the first point of the game for Mitchell Colonels here this evening. Starting about 5 minutes early. Nothing wrong with starting early. As the serve from Sieberts. We play Kaiser up for Wiebe at the front of the net. Got tipped. A good timing play from Austin Wiebe over from Keenels. But played back in the net. Net violation not called, although it will be a 4-hit violation called on the Mitchell Colonels. As now 1-1. Mike Keenels, Austin Wiebe, Avery Kaiser, Kenzie Gronlund, Reagan Wiebe, Marquia Mitchell Canals, the starters here this evening. Reese Terwilliger is in for Austin Wiebe. There's a chance again. That one was just out, not tipped from Casman Alm. It's 2-1 here for the Governors. Again, they swept the Colonels back on September 3rd. So literally 2 months ago today, feels like it's been about 5 months, but 2 months ago today is when they got that win over the Mitchell Colonels. Here's a chance. That one got blocked down. The Governors will get the points. On the opportunity from the Colonels, I believe it was Caslin Scholes that tried to put one in over the net, but got blocked down. The Governors now lead 3-1. Mike Keenels, the senior, again will serve. It'll be played, set from Katie Siebert, over and down. There's Alm again with another kill. She's got both kills so far, and it's now 3-2. Checking in, Taylor Herring. She's part of that starting line with Caslin Scholes, Katie Siebert, Cameron Logan, Casman Alm, and Lizzie Tyler. And then Sarah Siebert is the libero, and she is serving here for the Colonels, down by 1, 3-2. Here in set number 1. Keenels for Reagan Wiebe. That one's tipped to the net. It's going to be played back from Cameron Logan. On the far side, blocked up, but still played. Lizzie Tyler's chance got blocked up. They'll try the near side with Alm. Tipped and played from Mitchell Canals. Keenels will set for Gronlund. Throws it down. Goes off the top of the head of one of the Mitchell Colonels, and it goes down for a kill for Kenzie Gronlund. That was a live ball still. It went off of Cameron Logan. If that one stays up in the air, the Colonels can play. That would have been a legal play from the Colonels. Long serve from Reagan Wiebe. That goes too long, and it's a point for the Colonels. It's now 4-3. That's an interesting play that happened there for Gronlund's first kill. As it will be Lizzie Tyler, the 5'5" sophomore, to serve. A young team in Mitchell. Not too many seniors, just 4 on the varsity roster. That one goes down from Taylor Herring, the 5'9" junior. She gets the kill. As the serve was received and hit back right on the serve. And then a kill for Herring to tie it up 4-4 here in set number 1. Lizzie Tyler to serve. Mitchell Canals receives. Keenels will set the net. She got into the net, so a net violation is called on the Governors. And Mitchell has reclaimed the lead at 5-4 here in set 1. Governors coming in at 7-10, looking to finish out the year at 9-10. They got to win this one here against Mitchell, and then worry about Huron on Thursday. Kaiser in the reception, but it's called as a lift, and it's now 6-4. And Mitchell has started out in a pretty good spot here in this first set. It's 25-15 for the Governors in set 1 back on September 3rd. Tyler again on the serve. Mitchell Canals is there. Reagan Wiebe on the second hit. It was almost misplayed by Mitchell Canals, but over by Terwilliger on the third hit. From the far side, tip to the net, play from Keenels. They got it back across, but it's out anyway. And the Colonels, Cameron Logan, makes it 7-4. So it's been 5 straight here for the Colonels. Tyler for the serve. Mitchell Canals to receive. Keenels now for Avery Kaiser. And it is 7-5 as they trail by 2 to the Governors. Marquia Mitchell Canals will serve. It'll be played by Tyler. Set from Katie Siebert. Alm got tipped. Mitchell Canals is right there, but couldn't play it back up in the air. Rolled off of her forearms, and it rolls down for a point for the Colonels. It is now 8-5. Malin Hegg, who is into the game, a 5'5" senior, one of those 4 seniors here for the Mitchell Colonels, will serve. An 8-5 lead. Kaiser to receive. Keenels just set for McKenna Schleckaway. That's down for McKenna Schleckaway to get her first kill. And it's now 8-6. First kill for the sophomore. Austin Wiebe is back in for Reese Terwilliger. And Austin Wiebe will go back to serve. Also checking in is Paige Guthmiller, the 4'9" freshman. Here is Austin Wiebe on the serve. Guthmiller to receive, picking on her right away. Over from Logan, but played by Reagan Wiebe. Keenels will set for Schleckway, tipped to the net. Played back by Sarah Siebert. Now they'll go Logan on the far side, and that one was hit too hard from Logan. And it's now 8-7 as it goes out. So it's a 1-point lead here for the Governors. Or excuse me, for the Colonels over the Governors. As Austin Wiebe goes off the backboard, but still played. Siebert over from Herring. Keenels now to set for Kaiser on the near side. Blocked up, and Austin Wiebe is right there. Keenels push it way too far out, all the way in the student section. And it's now 9-7. Coming in to serve, I believe it's going to be Taylor Giblin, the 5'6" sophomore, with a 2-point lead for Mitchell. Serving here in the first set, 9-7 is her score. Mitchell has got that lead. Austin Wiebe on the reception of the serve. Keenels with the bump set. Kaiser got blocked up and played it again. And Keenels now to the back line for Wiebe. Just over the net and misplayed from Giblin. And Reagan Wiebe for the back line will make it 9-8. Avery Kaiser is going to be back to serve here for the Governors. Reagan Wiebe on her first kill. Receive from Guthmiller on the serve. Logan tipped to the net. Kaiser is there. Keenels now for Reagan Wiebe. That one is dug out, but Guthmiller got it over. Excuse me, Tyler got it over and out. And it's 9-9, and the Governors have tied it up. Avery Kaiser again here to serve. And a 9-9 tie. Kaiser across the net. Sarah Siebert. Katie Siebert will set. Logan got it dug out by Wiebe. Keenels is set. Kaiser coming in. Floats it over the top of the wall, but Guthmiller is there. To the back corner. Mutchell-Knaus over from Keenels on the tip. They'll play it again for the Colonels. Logan with a chance. That one is tipped and dug out by Mutchell-Knaus. Reagan Wiebe got it blocked up and it went off the hands of Kaiser and went too far back for Mutchell-Knaus. And the Colonels keep the lead. They lead 10-9 here in set one. Cameron Logan will go to serve. Austin Wiebe. Here is Maya Keenels for Schleckaway. That one will be played on the back line for the libero Sieberts. Logan, Kaiser. Now here is Keenels for Reagan Wiebe. Off the net, it was tipped, but the Governors aren't able to get over to it again. And it's now 11-9. A 2-point lead here for the Colonels in set number one. Logan again will serve from the far side of the courts. Mutchell-Knaus to receive. Keenels to set for Reagan Wiebe. That one is down, and Reagan Wiebe has got her another kill. And it's 11-10. Lily Sanchez is in for McKenna Schleckaway. And Sanchez, she had 4 aces in the win against Douglas on Saturday. Sanchez over. Played from Tyler. At the nets, Scholes, Kaiser. That one was due for the start. Kaiser couldn't get all of it. And it's a point here for the Colonels, and it's 12-10. So now here is Katie Siebert. And Siebert off to serve. Austin Wiebe receives. Keenels now to set for Wiebe. Reagan Wiebe had a chance, but dug out from Sarah Siebert. Over from Tyler. Dug out by the Governors. Here's Kenzie Growland going to that far side and with the kill. Makes it 12-11. And it's a 1-point lead again for the Colonels. Here's Maya Keenels to serve again for the Govs. Keenels over. Tyler at the nets. Is not going to get back over by the Colonels. So Keenels will pick up the point for the Govs. And it's 12-12. And Maya Keenels, the senior, again will serve. Received from Sarah Siebert. Set by Katie Siebert. Dug out by Mutchell-Knaus. Keno's is set for Reagan Wiebe. That one's a hard hit, but dug out at the net, goes off the net, and the Colonels will play it over the net on the third hit. Terwilliger to set for Reagan Wiebe again. Tipped to the net and played from Tyler. Katie Siebert for Alm, tipped over. Terwilliger is there. A couple players try and stuff for the net. He gets back over. Groundland tries to kill, attempted. She'll get the kill. Kenzie Groundland with the big kill, and it's 13-12 here as the Governors have taken the lead back. Groundland's got 3 kills here on the evening. Keno's with a perfect serve, and it's going to go down for a point with a little bit of curve to it. And it's now 14-12. A 2-point lead for the Governors. Have not led by more than 2 here in set 1. Mike Keno's on the serve, just barely over the net. Logan is there. Katie Siebert tipped by Tyler. And here's Keno's to set for Reagan Wiebe. Blocked up, but Munchel-Knaus is right there. Keno's now to set for Terwilliger. She goes for her first kill, but that is dug out by Sarah Siebert. Over from Tyler. Munchel-Knaus will play. Keno's at the net, able to get it back, but Groundland couldn't get over the net. And the Colonels will draw back within 1. Here is not led by more than 2 here in this first set. 14-13 is our score. Over from Sarah Siebert. Keno's for Reagan Wiebe. Dug out by Sarah Siebert, but it goes off the bottom of the net and goes underneath the net. So no chance for the Colonels. It is now 15-13 as Reagan Wiebe has got 4 kills now here on the evening. Reagan Wiebe on the serve. Almost played by 2 Governors, but it'll be not over, from Taylor Herring. And the Governors have their largest lead here in set 1. 16-13 is our score. Reagan Wiebe is back to serve again. That one's too far from Wiebe. Second service error from the senior. And it's now 16-14. Here's Lizzie Tyler. Tyler from the far side of the floor. Wiebe receives. Keno's now for Avery Kaiser. That's blocked, but it goes out. And it's a point for the Governors at 17-14. Kenneth Schleckaway will check in for Sanchez. A 3-point lead here for the Governors. Tyler, set of the nets. It'll be over and down for a kill for Herring. A lot of palm on the ball, but got it down for a kill anyway, and it's now 17-15. So a 2-point lead. No timeouts have been used so far here in set 1. You're listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Casper Alm is there to serve. That one is too far. Excuse me, that was Malin Hegg that served that one too far. And the Governors pick up the point, up 18-15. Austin Wiebe is back in, and she will serve. A 3-point lead here for the Governors. Wiebe on the serve. Received by Sarah Siebert, set by Katie Siebert, but not over the net by Logan. And it's now 19-15. The Governors are going to try and pull away here late in this first set. Austin Wiebe again to serve. Received by Guthmiller at the net, over, off the net. Kaiser somehow got it back over the net. That was a tough angle to get it back over. Reagan Wiebe there. Set for a Schleckaway, tipped and dug out by Guthmiller. Now here's Logan on the far side. That one just goes too far, and it's now 20-15, and Coach Thill will take a timeout, I believe, and she will take that first timeout. So Coach Thill takes a timeout. We'll take one with her. 20-15, Governors lead here in set 1. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Today's KCCR, today's KCCR.com. $20-15 is their score. Here is the Governors lead by 5. Here in set number 1, Governors looking for their 4th straight win against Mitchell here this season, as they swept them in the first contest and are looking for that first set win here tonight, the final regular season home game for the Pierre Governors. Austin Wiebe will serve with the 5-point lead, almost too far, but Guthmiller had to play. Logan gets a big kill off the hands of Wiebe. No chance for Reagan Wiebe, and it's now 2016. You look at how Mitchell did, and they got better, they got closer in each of the 3 sets. Lost the first one by 15. Second one they lost the first one by 10, but it was 25-15. That was 25-17. That was 25-22. Here is Taylor Giblin to serve. Metro Canals receives. Keenol's now to set for Kaiser. Tip to the net, play from Giblin. But it goes over. Katie Siebert able to get it over by Tyler. Here's Schluckway to set for Keenol's to set Kaiser. And dug out by Guthmiller. Logan. That one goes in the net from Cameron Logan. And it's 21-16. And the Govs have that 5-point lead again here in set 1. Avery Kaiser will serve. Governors lead by 5. And that's an ace for Avery Kaiser. Diving for was Guthmiller, but had no chance. And it's 22-16. The Govs lead. Here's Kaiser again on the serve. Right back to Guthmiller. She'll receive that one. Logan got set right in front of Katie Siebert. And Cameron Logan with the kill. And it's 22-17. And Logan is going to go back to serve. Logan on the serve over Austin Wiebe. Schleck away. Be Reagan Wiebe on the kill attempt. Dug out by Sarah Siebert. Logan from the back line. Kaiser is there. Keenol's keeps it alive. Austin Wiebe goes over from the back line. Guthmiller, nice play. Got it over the net by Mitchell, but it goes out. And it's now 23-17 as the lead is up to 6 here for the Governors. I'm trying to close it out here late in set number 1. Sanchez is back in to serve. Nope, Coach Snell's going to take a timeout before we get to that point. 23-17, Governors lead here by 6. Late in set 1, back in 30 seconds. You listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. Governors are 2 points away from a first set victory. They lead 23-17. Lily Sanchez is there to serve. And you go back to just the last game, and Sanchez has been the best server for the Governors. And maybe she can close it out here with 2 quick serves. Close out game 1. Sanchez on the serve. Be received by Tyler. Katie Siebert back for Tyler at the net. Tipped it over. Played from maybe Kaiser or Reagan Wiebe. Sanchez got a piece of it, but Growlin had to really give a lot to get it over the net, but couldn't play it. And it's a point here for the Colonels. That's 23-18. 5-point lead here for the Governors. That one was going to go out, but play from Austin Wiebe, so it goes for an ace for Katie Siebert. And leads now down to 4, 23-19. Siebert's on the serve for the near side. Kaiser, Austin Wiebe going near the bench. The Governors able to get over the Reagan Wiebe. At the net, Tyler tips. And that one, no chance for Austin Wiebe. So it's now 23-20. And here with Coach Still taking that second timeout is putting them in a pretty good spot here. They're only down by 3. Katie Siebert looking to pull them within 2. Kaiser is there on the reception of the serve. Keenol's is set for Growlin. That one, good dig there from Katie Siebert. Tyler got over the second hit. Austin Wiebe. Keenol's is set for Reagan Wiebe. That's down for a kill, and Reagan Wiebe has given the Governors now game points. 24-20. Terwilliger is back in. Keenol's now on the serve. Looking to close out game 1. He played all, couldn't get it over, and the Governors will take game number 1, 25-20. Over the Mitchell Colonels. Back in 2 minutes with the start of set 2. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. As we are set for set number 2, the Governors are looking for a second straight win as they took the first one 25-20. Lily Sanchez will start for the Governors. Hard serve near the student section, all played, and Katie Siebert got it over. Sarah Siebert got it over. Growlin from the far side. Good dig there from the Colonels, all the way to the student section again. They got over. Austin Wiebe goes diving for it to keep it alive. Avery Kaiser tips it over. Nice diving play from Sarah Siebert. Coach Dill wants an illegal hit. Keenels now for Reagan Wiebe. Tip to the net, and then it'll be over the scores table. And it's now for a point for the Pierre Governors, and it's 1-0. Tough first point of the second set for either team, but the Governors get it. Here's Sanchez. It'll be played over Cameron Logan at the net. Down from Kenzie Growlin, and it's 2-0. And Growlin has given the Govs that 2-point lead here to start this second set. Here's Lily Sanchez again on the serve. Off the net, but played by Tyler. Katie Siebert to set for Alm. That was a hard hit. Also, Wiebe dug it out all the way to the back line, and then the Colonels couldn't get back over to play it. What a great job by Sarah Siebert diving for it to make the play. But then the Colonels couldn't take advantage of that. So great hit, too, from Siebert right in front of the net, but the Colonels couldn't get over to it in time. And it's 3-0. It was well in play as that one from Sanchez goes out, so it's now 3-1, and Much Canals will come back in for Lily Sanchez. Boy, that was one heck of a diving play from Sarah Siebert. Just couldn't get over to it with the Colonels. Sarah Siebert to serve, Austin Wiebe. Keenels now for Reagan Wiebe to the back line. That's out, and it's out 3-2. 1 point lead here for the Govs in set 2. Sarah Siebert again to serve. Austin Wiebe on the reception. Keenels to set for Growlin. That is on the line. Nope, it is out off the line. And it's 3-3. Student section not happy with that. It happened right in front of them. But they are not 45, 50 referees over there. They're there to cheer on the team. That one misplay for the Colonels. And it'll be a 2-hit violation, and the Governors have gotten the 4-3 lead back over the Colonels. Mike Keenels to serve. Reese Terwilliger is also back in. Terwilliger to the back line, played by Tyler. All tip to the net. Easy play for Much Canals. Keenels to set for Wiebe. That's on the line, and that's a good kill for Reagan Wiebe. And it's 5-3. Right on the line for Reagan Wiebe. And she's got 6 kills, and the lead is 5-3 here in set 2. Mike Keenels just barely over the net. Katie Siebert to replay. Hard over the net from Logan. From Herring. Now Reagan Wiebe blocked up and then played right over the net. Growlin put it right back across to the Colonels. Here's Sarah Siebert and tipped over from Tyler. Growlin, Keenels is set for Terwilliger. Hard down from the freshman Terwilliger, and she gets the kill. That's a great play there from Reese Terwilliger, who gets her first kill of the night, and it's 6-3 here for the Governors. By Keenels. The serve again. Sarah Siebert, Katie Siebert now will set. Over from Tyler. That's out from the Colonels, and it's now 7-3. 4th straight here from the Governors as they've gotten that lead up to 4. Here is Maya Keenels. Katie Siebert's all from the back line. That is also out, and it's now 8-3. Coach Dill took both of her timeouts in set 1 and 2 pretty close together late in the first set. See if she takes it a little bit earlier if the Colonels can't get it stopped. That's dug out by Kaiser from Logan. And now for the back line, Muchokanous comes across, and that one misplayed up in the air still, but they're not going to get it back over the Colonels. It is now 9-3 for Coach Dill. Not how they won that ball to go, but you got to like the hustle as all the Colonels were going after that one. Racing after, not giving up on the play, although it was going to be almost impossible. By Keenels to the back line. Tyler, Katie Siebert over. Kaiser, Keenels now to set for Terwilliger. Tip to the net. Going to stay in play, so Tyler played it. Katie Siebert for Alm. That's down for a kill right past Avery Kaiser. Put the hands up in defense. And Alm will get the kill, and it's now 9-4. Breaks the streak of 6 in a row from the Governors. Lizzie Tyler here on the serve for the Colonels on the far side. Metro Canals. Keenels tipped at the net, didn't get over, and it will be a point for the Colonels. It wasn't a forehand violation. I think the Colonels got a piece of it, so they could have played that another 3 times, but Kenzie Groundland couldn't get to it as she's kind of partially blocked from Maya Keenels. So Tyler's serve. Metro Canals to the reception. Here is Reagan Weeby that's tipped. And now Katie Siebert for Logan. That one on the line in the corner. And Cameron Logan makes it now 9-6. 3 in a row here for the Colonels. Should be 9-6. And it is Lizzie Tyler. There it is. They got up to the board. 9-6 is our score. Tyler on the serve. Kaiser Keenels now to set for Reagan Weeby. At the net, got tipped. Metro Canals over from Kenzie Groundland. Here's Katie Siebert to set. Blocked up and down from the Governors. And it's now 10-6. Mitchell fans, Mitchell bench looking for a forehand violation. But said it was touched by the Colonels. Reagan Weeby on the serve. Tyler is there. Now it's over from Logan. Reagan Weeby to receive that, dig that out. Groundland got it blocked, but it goes out from the Colonels. And it's now 11-6. So here is Reagan Weeby. The 5-point lead. Weeby over Tyler. Katie Siebert for Ulm. Dug out by Keenels, and that one's going to go out. Kaiser was ready for it, but it was way too high and way too far, and it went out of play from the dig, and it's now 11-7. In the game, Madeline Hegg to replace Ulm. A 4-point lead here for the Governors. Madeline Hegg. Reagan Weeby. Here's Maya Keenels. Kaiser tipped it over. Katie Siebert now for Logan. That one goes out from Logan. And it's now 12-7. 5-point lead here for the Governors in set 2. They took the first one 25-20. Orkia Metro Canals will serve from the far side of the court. Guthmiller is there. Siebert set for Logan. Schleckway tried to block it up, but it goes to her right. And it goes down for a kill for Logan. And it's now 12-8. And it will be now Taylor Giblin to serve. A 4-point lead here for the Governors. Giblin on the serve. Kaiser to receive. Keenels now to set for Schleckway. That one goes out. It was touched by the Colonels, so it's now 13-8. And McKenna Schleckway gets her second kill of the evening. Austin Weeby is back in to serve. She's going from the far side of the courts. Weeby. Sarah Siebert is there. Katie Siebert tipped over from Logan. Great play there from Katie Siebert to set Logan. And Logan got up there quick and put it right back down, and there was no chance for the Governors. And Logan now with 4 kills will go back to serve in a 13-9 Governor lead. Logan from the far side. Metro Canals receives. Keenels to set for Kaiser. Tipped and down for a point for Avery Kaiser. Her kill, making her 4th kill. And it's now 14-9. Now Avery Kaiser will go back to serve for the Governors, leading by 5 here in set 2. Kaiser on the serve. He played from Tyler over. Kaiser got a piece of it. Both Metro Canals and Austin Weeby right there. So it is a point, though, for the Colonels. Caspen Ulm will come in to be in the front line for Paige Guthmiller. Talk about adding some height, getting Ulm in instead of Guthmiller. As Kaiser will get it over the net. Katie Siebert, Sarah Siebert, and now over the third hit from Tyler. Keenels is set for Reagan Weeby. Blocked to the net, and then goes underneath the net from Keenels. And it's now 14-11. But Paige Guthmiller stands at 4'9". Caspen Ulm stands at 6'3". So you're gaining a lot of height from Ulm coming in for Guthmiller. Short serve, receive from Austin Wiebe. Schleckway high in the air for Reagan Wiebe. Got it over Logan. Now here's Katie Siebert to set for Alm. Got it just barely over. The Governors will get called for a lift on Keenels. She said she had it down, but it didn't look normal. She got it kind of lifted it up with her hands together, but called a lift. Schleckway trying to get a kill. Nice dig there from Sarah Siebert. Katie Siebert to the back line. Logan too far. And the Colonels pull within 2, but now it's 15-12. That's how it's been here in the first and second game. The Colonels will get within striking distance, get within 1, 2, 3, or 4, somewhere in there, and then the Governors will inch back out in front, and the Colonels will start to climb their way back, but they just can't quite get to that point. Here is Alm. That one goes over. Good dig there from Reagan Wiebe. Comes back to Wiebe, and she'll get a kill. Reagan Wiebe with a nice job to dig it out. Sanchez gave it right back over to her, and Reagan Wiebe gets the kill, and it's now 16-12. Her 7th so far here in the night. She had 15 against Douglas on Saturday. Lily Sanchez on the serve. Logan receives it for Keaton Christensen, and then into the net from the Colonels, and it's now 17-12. Head coach Phil will take her first time out here of set 2. 17-12, Governors, they lead by 5 here in set 2. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. A 5-point lead here for the Governors in set number 2. Lily Sanchez will come back to serve out of the timeouts. Sanchez, Wiebe, Kaiser, Reagan Wiebe, Mike Keenels, and Gromlin, and that is a serve that goes out from Sanchez, and so she'll head to the bench, and Munchel Canals will come in for her at 17-13. So here now is Sarah Sieberts to serve. Kaiser, Keenels now to set for Reagan Wiebe. That one dug out by Sarah Siebert over from Tyler. Keenels now to set for Reagan Wiebe, falling away, and that one was touched though by the Colonels. And it's now 18-13. And the referees now will all come talk. And Coach Still saying, I didn't see anybody touch that, and all the Colonels, they're saying they didn't touch it. And we'll get an explanation. And it's going to stay. They're going to say it was number 8. And Alm, I got a piece of it. And she's shaking her head with a little smile saying, no way did I get a piece of that. But it's a point for the Governors. They'll take it, 18-13. It was going to go out, so the Governors will definitely take that. Here's Mike Keenels on the serve. That goes in the net. So it's now 18-14. Lizzie Tyler is back to serve. A 4-point lead here for the Colonels, or excuse me, for the Governors as the Colonels serve. Munchel Canals, nice diving play. Reagan Wiebe towards the corner, but here is now a chance for Alm. Tip to the net and down. Caspen Alm will get the kill, and it's now 18-15. Again, here come the Colonels trying to get a little bit closer. They trail by just 3. Here's Tyler's serve. Munchel Canals. That one's misplayed on the reception, and it's a ace for Tyler, 18-16. So now Tyler again on the serve. Over for Kaiser. Keenels now for Reagan Wiebe. That one blocked up. Munchel Canals got a piece of it, but it's now 18-17 as the Governors couldn't get it back over. So now the lead has been trimmed all the way down to 1. And now here's Tyler, a chance for the Colonels to tie. And that one is misplayed from Reagan Wiebe. So it's another ace for Tyler. And we are tied up at 18 here. Coach Keno's not taking a timeout yet in the first or second sets. And you would think that if Mitchell takes the lead here as we get late in this second set, that she would call timeout. Mitchell Canals to receive. Keno's Kaiser coming in for the back line, goes into the net, and it's 19-18. And there's a timeout coming from Coach Casey Keno's. 19-18, the Colonels lead by one here late in set two. Back in 30 seconds. You listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Today is KCCR. Today is KCCR.com. Colonels have their first lead late in a set against this Pierre Governor team all season as they lead 19-18 right now. The Governors took their first time out of the evening as well. We are in set number two. The Governors won 25-20 in set one, trying to avoid the Colonels winning that second set. Last year, if you remember, all the way back at the beginning of the year last year, the Colonels won a wild third set, 33-31 over the Governors. As Kaiser receives, Keno's gets called for the net violation. And so now the Colonels are up 20-18. They're up by two here in set number two. They're looking for a small upset. They want the full upset over Pierre, but they're looking to get even up here in this second set. Keno's will set for Reagan Wiebe. That one is dug out by Sarah Siebert. Logan Kaiser, though, is there. Here's Kenzie Gronlin, played from Katie Siebert. Sarah Siebert now for Alm. That one is off the hands of Kaiser, and it is now 21-18. A 3-point lead here for the Colonels in set number two. Addie Cumbo will check in for Avery Kaiser. So now here to serve will be Lizzie Tyler again. Cumbo to receive right into the game. Keno is now to set for Terwilliger. That one is played from Katie Siebert. Sarah Siebert, excuse me. Katie Siebert now. Tyler got it over. Keno's is right there. Terwilliger now will set for Reagan Wiebe. Off the net and down, and Reagan Wiebe finally breaks up the long run that the Governors were on. Or excuse me, the Colonels were on. It is now 21-19 in favor of the Colonels. So Reagan Wiebe is back to serve, trying to the Governors back here. This will be at the net. Katie Siebert set for Logan, blocked up by Terwilliger. I think she got two different jumps in there. At the net, Alm will just barely get it over. Groundland trying to get it back, and it goes off the hands of Herring and down for a kill for Kenzie Groundland, and it's 21-20. Groundland's got her sixth kill. Reagan Wiebe here to serve, trying to tie it up here for the Governors. At the net, Katie Siebert will set for Logan. Blocked up and down for the Governors. They tie it back up, three straight here for Pierre. And we are tied 21-21 in set two. Here is Reagan Wiebe again on the serve. Katie Siebert, the set for Alm, trying to get the lead back, and that goes off the net and down. Terwilliger couldn't get over to it. And so the Colonels will now regain the lead, 22-21. As we'll get a sub, Madeline Haig is in this time for Caspen Alm. Haig to serve. 3 points away from a 1-1 tie here. On the serve, Kaiser is there. Kenols is set for Gronlin. That is out. That is out. It looked like it was in, but it was ruled out by the official. And it's 23-21. The Governors got to let that one go here. This one will be over. Reagan Wiebe, Metro Canals at the net. Kaiser got it over, got tipped. But it'll be played here. 23-21 is their score. Over from Logan, got blocked up, and Logan's there to play again. This one goes in the net from the Colonels. So a two-hit violation. And it's 23-22. They kind of schluck away. So, boy, this one got the intensity level kind of turned up a little bit on the second to last point. Here's Morkia Metro Canals to serve. On the back line, receive from Tyler. Almost misplay by the Colonels, but over from Katie Siebert. Keenels is set for Terwilliger. Tip of the net. Play from Guthmiller. Katie Siebert's going to go over high in the air so Tyler can play. Got it over. Mutchell-Knaus is there. Keenels at the net. Goes back for Mutchell-Knaus to get back up to get it over. Here's Katie Siebert. Now for Logan. Down to the back line. Reagan Wiebe is there. Mutchell-Knaus. Here's Kaiser looking to tie it up, but that goes too far. And now the Governors have to get the next 2 points. As it's 24-22 in favor of the Mitchell Colonels. They are looking to tie this one up. They're looking to sub, but now Coach Still, she's going to take the timeout. So they just need 1 point here, but she takes her second timeout, and we'll take one with her. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Today's KCCR, and today's KCCR.com. We are back here at Riggs High School, 24-22. The Colonels lead by 2 here in set 2. Governors won the first one, 25-20. And so here is Heather Giblin to serve. Giblin on the serve, received by Reagan Wiebe. Terwilliger's got to get it over. She just barely does, so this set is still alive. Schleckway is there. Keenels is set now for Terwilliger. Blocked up and out. And the Governors get a huge point. And looked like Mitchell started to celebrate a little bit. They thought they had won the set, but Mutchell-Knaus was able to get over in time and keep it alive. And Terwilliger from almost the stands got it back over. So it's 24-23. The Governors still need this point to keep this set alive. Austin Wiebe will serve. Sarah Siebert. Now here's Katie Siebert. Logan at the net, and that one's down. And the Colonels will win set 2. 25-23, and we are squared up at 1 as we head to set number 3. Back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Today's KCCR, today's KCCR.com. As we welcome you back here to start of set number 3, the Governors and Colonels are tied at 1 apiece. As Pierre won the first one, 25-20. Mitchell won the second one, 25-23. And the Colonels will start set 4 with the serve. Katie Siebert will go back. The setter, a 5'6" setter here tonight. It's going to be 5'7" senior setter here tonight. As Keenels will set for Groudlin. Over and Sarah Siebert to dig. Katie Siebert to set for Tyler. Dug out by Kaiser. Keenels now to set for Reagan Wiebe. That one is dug out by Logan with one hand. At the net, Siebert got it over and got it in the right spot. Metro Canals was trying to get back to that spot, trying to read where that was going to go, but Katie Siebert was too quick on that draw. And it's 1-0 here for the Colonels as she'll serve again. Kaiser to receive. Keenels now to set for Reagan Wiebe. Tip to the net. It'll be played back. Now here is Katie Siebert for Caspinholm. Austin Wiebe. Mike Keenels now to set for Reagan Wiebe. That is dug out by Sarah Siebert. Katie Siebert comes over. Logan high over the net. Stays in play for Metro Canals. Keenels now to set for Groudlin. That is dug out again by Sarah Siebert. Katie Siebert to set. Tipped over and down for Caslin Schul's kill. And it's 2-0 for the Colonels. Last 10, 15 points or so, this Colonel team looked like the better of the two teams. That's Katie Siebert again on the serve. Austin Wiebe is there. Mike Keenels to set for Reagan Wiebe. Tipped over, back from Alm. The 6'3" didn't have to get over off her feet to get that one over, and then pushed out by Reagan Wiebe. And it's now 3-0 here for the Colonels. So not the start that the Governors were looking for here in set 3. This is a pivotal third set here for this matchup between Pierre and Mitchell. Austin Wiebe sets Keenels. Kaiser got it over. Here is Sarah Siebert for Lizzie Tyler. Blocked up, a play from Logan. Katie Siebert to set for Alm. That one is well out. That one went behind the antenna as well. So it's 3-1. And the Governors have finally got that first point here in this third set. Mike Keenels will serve. It'll be over. Set at the net. Tyler just got it over. Groudlin will put it right back where everybody came from Mitchell. And a great heads-up play there from Kenzie Groudlin as the Governors have scored back-to-back points. It's now 3-2. Mike Keenels again on the serve. Low serve. Mike Keenels with the ace. And it's 3-3. First ace for Mike Keenels here tonight. Keenels on the serve again. Might be another ace as two Mitchell Colonels come together, but they'll get it over in the third hit. Avery Kaiser. Now here's Maya Keenels. The set for Terwilliger got blocked up. Groudlin somehow able to get plays without getting called for a lift. Avery Kaiser is there. Keenels now to set for Terwilliger. That one to the back line, but dug out by Sarah Siebert. Here is Cameron Logan. Kaiser is right there. Maya Keenels keeps it alive. Metro Canals goes too far on that hit. And after 3 points from Mitchell and then 3 points from Pierre, Mitchell retakes the lead 4-3. 1-1 is our score here in set number 3. As the Colonels lead 4-3 in this third set. Kenzie Groudlin, that one goes out. Oh, net violation, though, is going to be called on Mitchell. As it is 4-4. That's a tough break for Mitchell. They're going to get that point. It was going well out. And the official down on the ground made that call. As Katie Siebert over from Herring. Reagan Wiebe, Keenels now to set for Terwilliger, and that's down. Reese Terwilliger. Not the best hit from Terwilliger, but she gets a point. She gets a kill. And it's now a 5-4 lead for Pierre, their first lead of the night. Here's Reagan Wiebe. She will serve again. Be played over as it is Tyler by Keenels. Metro Canals. Keenels got it over. And now Katie Siebert for Lizzie Tyler. Mike Keenels, Terwilliger, that's down. That's a kill for Reese Terwilliger. That's a much more sound kill from Terwilliger. But at 6'4", she's got back-to-back kills, 4 here tonight. And the lead is 2 here for the Governors. Reagan Wiebe will serve. To the back line, received from Logan. Katie Siebert, Katie Siebert said it. Was dug out by Metro Canals. Reagan Wiebe comes in for the back line, couldn't get the kill. Now here's Alm, tip to the net. Diving play from Reagan Wiebe. Over on the third hit from Metro Canals. And now here is Katie Siebert to set for Tyler. Blocked, and a point for the Governors. Went off of one Mitchell player, but could continue to play it. And it's now 7-4. So 4 straight now here for Pierre, and they lead it by 3. Reagan Wiebe over. That one misplayed from Lizzie Tyler. And it's now 8-4. 5 straight points here for Pierre. And again, as we get closer to 8 o'clock, don't forget, as News Director Zach Nelson will have election coverage after we are done here tonight. Back-to-back aces here for Reagan Wiebe. Scores table didn't see that one coming. And it's now 9-4. So Pierre has gotten a 5-point lead. They scored 6 straight. Reagan Wiebe on the serve. Logan to receive. Katie Siebert from the back line. Tyler Mutchell-Knaus. Here is Keenels now for Avery Kaiser. That one is dug out by Sarah Siebert. Over from Logan. Mutchell-Knaus off the nets, and Keenels couldn't play. And it's now 9-5. And that will end the streak of 6 in a row. Again, News Director Zach Nelson have election coverage after we're done here tonight. We'll take you through your Tuesday evening. He's got all the info. We'll have all the info as much as he can. As Kenzie Crowley goes into the net, and it's now 9-7. We've kind of talked about how the you gotta be patient with this election. It's gonna be a lot different than years past. It's gonna be 9-6 is our score. As Lizzie Tyler will serve from the far side. Austin Wiebe high in the air. Kaiser now back for Reagan Wiebe. That was Reagan Wiebe that had the first time. As it is over from Alm, tipped, but Reagan Wiebe there to play. Groundland now for Kaiser, tipped. Groundland got it back over the net. And now here is a chance at the net, and it got down by the Governors. And it's now 10-6. A 4-point lead back here for Pierre again. So Williger has picked up her 4th kill. Kenzie Groundland, Mutchell-Knaus on the serve. Tapped over, Schleck away, trying to get a piece of it, goes to the scores table. And it's now 10-7. Governors lead still by 3 here in set number 3. It is Madeline Hegg that is in to serve. From the near side. Hegg, Wiebe to receive. Keenels now for Terwilliger. That one goes off the hands of Tyler, and a kill for Terwilliger, her 5th of the night. And the freshman coming up big here for this Pierre Governor team. As they again lead by 4, 11-7. Austin Wiebe will serve. That one will go out. And it's now 11-8 on the service air from Austin Wiebe. Taylor Giblin is in to check in and will serve. Here is Giblin from the far side, serving from left to right. Reagan Wiebe to receive. Keenels now for Kaiser. Blocked up, but Austin Wiebe is there to play it again there for the Governors. Got it back over. Diving play from Mutchell-Knaus. Austin Wiebe keeps it alive. Reagan Wiebe over the 3rd hit. Was nearly going out, but play from Logan. Now here's a chance over tipped. And Reagan Wiebe tried to get that underneath it with the hand of the diving attempt, but it goes for a kill for Caslin Scholes. And it's now 11-9. So Mitchell has scored a couple in a row here. They have gotten back within 2. Giblin on the serve. Mutchell-Knaus. Keenels now to set for Reagan Wiebe. That one trying to get a dig, and that one will go down. And it's now 12-9 as Reagan Wiebe will pick up her 9th kill of the evening. Yeah, 9 kills for Reagan Wiebe, 8 for Kenzie Groundland here tonight. She's had a pretty good night for this Governor team. Avery Kaiser on the serve. At the net, played down. Nice dig there from Austin Wiebe. But Kaiser then put it into the net from the back line. And it's 12-10. Aston Cumbo is going to check in. She'll check in for Avery Kaiser. The junior in for the sophomore. Again, Addie Cumbo, the only junior on the varsity roster for the Pierre Governors. That one's off the net and down for an ace for Logan. And it's 12-11. Cameron Logan Probably not exactly what she had in mind, but she'll gladly take that first ace of the game. Here is Logan again. That goes into the net. Maybe she was trying it. Maybe she's trying for that, just barely over the net. Maybe get a piece of the net for easier aces, but then you take the risk of that service error, and it's now 13-11. Lily Sanchez will serve. Sanchez with a 2-point lead. Back, tipped over. Cumbo dove in, got a piece of it, but Sanchez couldn't play it again, so it's now 13-12. And Lizzie Tyler will get the kill. Alm is in for Guthmiller. 6'3" Alm in for the 4'9" Guthmiller. Katie Siebert on the serve. Austin Wiebe to receive. Key Knowles now for Austin Wiebe again. And Sarah Siebert. Now Katie Siebert to set for Tyler. That one, it goes over as tipped. And it's now 13-13. We have a tie game. And Mitchell, they're looking for a possibility here. They're looking for a big upset. This would be a huge win for them and a real tough loss for this Pierre Governor team. Ground then goes out, and the Mitchell Colonels have a 14-13 lead. And all of a sudden, we're sitting here where the Governors kind of controlled that first set and had been controlling the second set. And there's an ace from Katie Siebert. And it's now 15-13, and Coach Keenels has got to take a timeout. 15-13. Colonels lead by 2, back in 30 seconds. You listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. As we welcome you back here to Riggs High School, 15-13 is our score. The Colonels lead by 2 here in this third set. This has been the last portion of that second set, and you got to say for most of the second set anyway, because the Colonels had to stay with the Governors, but really have kind of taken control and have just been sticking around and hanging with the Governors and finding ways to get points, and now they're up by 2 again. And they're looking for maybe a potential of a back-to-back set wins. Reagan Wiebe to the back line, but played from Katie Siebert at the net. Got it. It went out. That one where the Colonels are looking for. It was touched by Wiebe, but I think she barely got away from it as it hit out. And then it touched her. Coach Thill was potentially argue with it, but did not win it. So it's now 15-14. That was a really odd play that happened right there, but the Governors get to take advantage of it. Alm got blocked up. Back for Metro Canals. Over from Keenels on the third hit. Now here is Katie Siebert to set, and that one's over. And that one goes out, though, from Lizzie Tyler. And it's now 15-15, and Coach Thill was clapping that she thought it was a point, and they can't believe it. That it's now 15-15. So here's Keenels on the serve. That one goes well out. And it's now 16-15. And it's a 1-point lead again here for the Mitchell Colonels. Taylor Herring will check in. Sarah Siebert on the serve. Mitchell Canals. Keenels now for Reagan Wiebe. Blocked to the net. Played back. Double hit from the Colonels. And it's now 16-16. Avery Kaiser is back in for Addie Cumbo. Reagan Wiebe now to serve. 16-16 is her score. That one will be played from Tyler Alm. That's a hard kill from Casper Alm. And it's now 17-16. And here's Remy Price that will check in for Reagan Wiebe. First time a sophomore has been in here tonight. Lizzie Tyler will serve. Kaiser, Keenels now to set for Terwilliger down, and Reese Terwilliger has got her 6th kill of the evening. Reese Terwilliger has been one of the best Pierre Governor players here this evening. The freshman not playing like a freshman. And it's tied 17-17. Metro Canals on the serve. Over from Tyler. Siebert to set Logan. Nice play from Price. That goes out for the Colonels and is now 18-17. Nice dig there from Remy Price to lead the Governors back to an 18-17 lead. Coming in the game just like that, that's a hard play to make. Mucho Canals on the serve. Here's a chance now from Alm. That goes in for Casper Alm to get another kill. And it's now 18-18. She's got 10 kills for this Mitchell Colonel team. She comes out. Malin Haig is in. 18-18 is our score here in set 3. That is outs on the serve from Haig. That is now 19-18. And now into the game will be Paige Guthmiller. Austin Wiebe is in the game for Terwilliger. She will serve. So the senior with a 1-point lead. Guthmiller will receive. Katie Siebert set for Logan. Got blocked up, but back in the last line of defense. There's Austin Wiebe again there to play for the Governors. Avery Kaiser got blocked up off the hands of Keenels. And it's down to tie it up again, 19-19. This Mitchell Colonel team, they are scrappy. And they're not going away easy here in set number 3 either. They took set 2 by 3. And here in set 3 is tied. Taylor Giblin is over to serve. Giblin. Mucho Canals to receive. Keenels now to set for Kaiser. Goes into the nets. And Mitchell leads by 1, 20-19. Coach Snell's got both their timeouts left. Coach Keenels still with 1 timeout. So now here is Giblin again. Austin Wiebe to receive. Keenels is set. Schleckway got a block, but Austin Wiebe's right there. Here's Schleckway again. Tip to the net. Over to the back corner, but Mucho Canals is there. Keenels now to set. Price comes in. Pushes it over the nets. Katie Siebert to set for Logan. Dug out by Mucho Canals. Austin Wiebe. Price for the back line. That one somehow goes over. I didn't think that was going over, but it was played by the Colonels, and it fell down the Colonels' side. And Remy Price will pick up her first kill as she'll come out of the game back for Reagan Wiebe to come in. And it is 20-20. We are tied up again. A big play there from the sophomore. 2 big plays from the sophomore here in set 3. Kaiser all the way to the back line. Guthmiller is there. Katie Siebert over from Scholes and down. Caslin Scholes gets the kill. That's 21-20. Gumbo is going to check in for Kaiser. Governors are going to try and survive this third set. They got to find a way to get this one win. This is pivotal. You go down 2-1, then you've got to win. You don't have any room for error after that. Gumbo to receive. Keenels tipped it over the nets. Then Katie Siebert back over. Mucho Canals set from Keenels for Schleckway. Got blocked, and then over from Tyler. Keenels now to set for Reagan Wiebe. That is down for a Reagan Wiebe kill, her 11th of the night. And we're tied at 21. You're listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Just past 8 o'clock. And again, News Director Zach Nelson will have election coverage for you later on tonight. This one comes to a close. Lily Sanchez. That is over. Katie Siebert's set Scholes. Got it over. Sanchez. Over from Austin Wiebe, but that's too far. The Governors got all sorts of out of position, out of whack there on that last play. So the Colonels will take a 1-point lead, 22-21. And here is Katie Siebert's. Katie Siebert on the near side, a serve across. Austin Wiebe to receive. Mike Keenels now to set for Reagan Wiebe. High dig. Up in the rafters, got to wait for it to come down, but it took a couple of crazy hops, and we're tied up at 22. And Reese Terwilliger is in for Austin Wiebe. Well, that's a tough break for the Colonels, but a big break for the Governors. Mike Keenels on the serve. Cameron Logan to receive. Katie Siebert for Alm, looking for that 11th kill, but it is out, and the Governors have a 23-22 lead. And a timeout's going to be taken by Coach Thill. 23-22. Here in set 3, Governors lead by 1. Back in 30 seconds. You listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Today is KCCR. Today is KCCR.com. We're back here at Riggs High School. It is a 1-point lead here for the Governors in set number 3. Mike Keenels is to serve again here for the Governors with a 1-point lead. On the serve, it'll be play. Katie Sieberts got it over. Keenels, though, is there. It is to Williger for Reagan Weeby. Down for a kill, and it's 24-22. And will Coach Thill take her second timeout? I think she's good. Maybe take her second timeout. She's going to go right back to it. 24-22, not making sure that she doesn't want to use, she can't take that one in the third set. She's going to use it here. Governors lead by 24-22 here in set 3. Back in 30 seconds again. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR. Today's KCCR.com. Serving for game 3 are the Governors, 24-22. Keenels on the serve. Tyler receives. Katie Siebert back for Tyler. Keenels to Williger to set for Reagan Weeby for the win in set 3. Dugouts and back over for the Governors. Here is Keenels now for Terwilliger to win game 3. Dug out by Sarah Siebert again. Tyler tipped it over. Keenels is there. Here's Reagan Weeby a chance. Over. Logan diving for it. Tyler got it over. Montreal Canal's got a piece of it. Reagan Weeby could not play it again, and it's now 24-23. And it's a 1-point lead for the Pure Governors again in set 3. The Colonels must score to keep set 3 alive. Sarah Siebert is over. Cumbo is right there at the net. Keenels now to set, tipped over, and the net violation is called on Reagan Weeby. And it is now a 24-24 game, and we have to go to at least 26. And Coach Keenels will take her second timeout. So both teams have used their 2 timeouts here in this third set. But we are tied 24-24. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. As we welcome you back here to Riggs High School, it is 24-24. We are tied. It was 24-22 the last time we took a timeout. Over from Sarah Siebert, Montreal Canals to play it. Terwilliger goes down for another kill, her 7th of the night, and the Governors lead by 1, 25-24, and they can close out game 3 again. And again, the last time these two teams played here at Riggs High School, set 3 went to 33-31. It went to the Mitchell Colonels, but it was a long third set. Here is Reagan Weeby on the serve. Katie Siebert to set for Alm. Dug out by Reagan Weeby. Keenels, and a net violation called on Maya Keenels. Got the foot too far, and it's now 25-25. So we got to play till 27. Remy Price will check in for Reagan Weeby. It is a tie game again here in set 3. Lizzie Tyler over. Montreal Canals to receive. Keenels is set for Terwilliger. Got it over and down, and the freshman does it again. Got it somewhat blocked up, but not back over. And it's now an 8th kill for Terwilliger. and the lead is 1 for the Governors again, 26-25. And Morkia Mutrockenhouse to serve. Looking for the set 3 win. It is received by Tyler. The middle of the floor, off the net again. Schleckway keeps alive for Terwilliger, gets the game winner. Terwilliger, 3 straight points for the Governors. From Reese Terwilliger, it's 27-25 for the Governors in set 3. And they lead 2-1. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the start of set number 4. You listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Today's KCCR, today's KCCR.com. Lily Sanchez will serve here for the Governors as they lead 2-1 here over the Metro Colonels, looking to close it out in set number 4. It is Cameron Logan at the net, played by Keenals all the way back to the back line, and no one was there for Mitchell. And it's 1-0 here for the Governors to open up set number 4. Governors won the first one 25-20. Mitchell won the second one 25-23. And it was 27-25 for the Governors in set number 3. Sanchez on the hard serve. Katie Siebert to set for Scholes. That one's too far. And it's quickly 2-0 here for the Governors here in set number 4. Lily Sanchez again will serve. Sanchez off the net. Played off the net again. And the third hit, Scholes got it over. Sanchez is there. Keenals dumped it down, and Keenals split 4 different Colonels all right there. I don't know how she split that. But it's 3-0 here for Pierre. That is a very difficult play. I don't know how Keenals saw the space. It looked like no space for up here. Sanchez tipped off the net, but play from Logan. Katie Siebert. I'm looking for that first point, and that stays in on the line. And it's 3-1. And Casper Alm continues to have a stellar game, her 11th kill of the evening. Reagan Wiebe, though, has the game high, 13 kills for this Pierre Governor team. Here is Sarah Siebert on the serve, the libero here tonight for the Colonels. Mike Keenel set for Reagan Wiebe, got it blocked up and down for a kill for Mitchell Colonels. That's 3-2 as Pierre leads by just 1. Sarah Siebert on the serve. Austin Wiebe to receive. Kaiser goes down. Sarah Siebert will go over to the corner, and it just stays in. A nice play there from Katie Siebert. It's 3 straight points here for the Colonels after the Governors had first 3 points of this 4th set. Katie Siebert's got 4 kills as the setter. Over from Sarah Siebert. Keenals now to set for Kenzie Groundland. High dig from Logan. Good dig there from Logan. Over from Christensen. Metro Canals, third hit from Kaiser. Too far from Avery Kaiser. And it's 4-3. 1 point lead here for the Colonels. 4 straights. As the Kaiser received the serve from Sarah Siebert, and no one was there for Pierre. And it's now 5-3. And I think that all got kind of messed up there because Gumbo was trying to check in, but the referee blew the whistle too quick to get the sub in. Siebert off the net, ground and played it. Austin Wiebe. Metro Canals over the third hit. At the front of the net, so Alm goes way too far. She wasn't right at the front of the net, about 5 steps back, and then Alm hit it about 5 feet too far. And it's now 5-4 with the Colonels up by 1. Mike Keenels will serve. It is Katie Siebert to set for Tyler, and a net violation called on Pierre. And it's on Reagan Wiebe. And it's now 6-4 here for the Colonels. Colonels are looking to force that fifth and deciding set. The Governors have played in 2 so far. It was Lincoln a couple Fridays ago, and then Aberdeen last Thursday. DeWilliger missed a whiff on it. Got a piece of it with the fingers, but that was it. She's got 9 kills here tonight, and the first time we've seen a mistake from her. 7-4. 3-point lead. And that goes into the net from Tyler, and it's now 7-5. Avery Kaiser will check in for Addie Cumbo. Here's Reagan Wiebe on the serve. That one's at the net. Played back. No net violation called on the Colonels, although that one looked like it could have been easily called on Mitchell, but it was not. And a point for the Colonels. It's now 8-5. I don't know. I've seen some tough plays, tough calls go against Pierre here tonight with those net violations. Looked like the exact same that have been called on Pierre, and Mitchell got away with that one. So it is 8-5 now. There's a serve for Paige Guthmiller on the jump serve. Metro Canals to receive. Aquino's now to set for Terwilliger. That's down into Terwilliger into double figures here with kills. Her 10th. McKenna Schluckway is in for Lily Sanchez. Morkia Metro Canals is there to serve for the Governors. That one to Guthmiller. Siebert to be played for Logan. That's down for a kill. No chance for the Governors, no chance for Metro Canals. And it's now 9-6. The ball went all the way back into the corner. And we got a small fan that received that when you go to retrieve that ball. And we'll throw it in. That's played by those 2 young ladies. And it's 9-6. Here's Taylor Giblin on the serve. From the far side, Giblin received by Kaiser. Keenel's now to set for Terwilliger. That's down for another kill. Just keep feeding Terwilliger here tonight. Her 11th of the evening. She will go out for Osawiwi to come in on the rotation for Osawiwi to serve. It is 9-7. Governors trail by 2 here in set 4. Osawiwi on the serve. This somewhat misplay from Sarah Siebert. Over from Logan. High dig there from Osawiwi. Schleckaway had it blocked, but it goes to the referee's stand. And it's now 9-8. And a 1-point lead again for the Mitchell Colonels. Austin Wiebe to be played on the back line from Guthmiller. Logan got it over, but Austin Wiebe to play. Nearly got it too far behind her. And then Metro Canals goes into the nets. And it's now 10-8. A 2-point lead here for the Mitchell Colonels. Cameron Logan on the serve from the far side. Metro Canals. Here is Keenels blocked up by from Kaiser. Here is Keenels now for Schleckaway coming in, trying to get to the back line, and Sarah Siebert called off Logan. Katie Siebert to set for Tyler. Metro Canals, Price coming in for the back line, to the back line again for the Mitchell Colonels. Siebert to Tyler, and then Price to dig it out. Keno's now for Kaiser. Dug out by Sarah Siebert. Katie Siebert goes toward the Mitchell bench. Over from Sarah Siebert, and play from Austin Wiebe. At the net, Schleckway got a piece, got it tipped over, got it out from the Colonels. That's a big point for the Pierre Governors. And it's 10-9. And the lead is now 1. And Wiebe will check in for Remy Price. And Avery Kaiser is there to serve. From the middle of the floor. Tyler nearly got a piece of it to keep it alive. Got it over the third hit. Now here's Kaiser from the back line. That one is just barely out. And Kaiser is looking to get it to stay in, but it was not called. It's now 11-9. 2-point lead here for the Colonels. Katie Siebert will serve from the near side. Short serve. Reagan Wiebe is there. Now here's Schleckway a chance, and that's down for McKenna Schleckway. Just her 5th kill here tonight. And I say that, some nights that's quite a bit for the Governors, but when you play the 4 set and you've scored 23 in the 1 set you've lost so far, the offense is going to be there. But she's got just 5 kills. Lily Sancho to the serve. Good play there from Logan to keep it alive. Almost was an ace from Sanchez. Cumbo, Keenels, set for Growland, too far from Growland. Looking for a tip, did not get a tip. And it's now 12-10 here for the Colonels. Metro Canals is back in for Sanchez. Sarah Siebert, Cumbo at the net. Keenels, it's high, it's going to be out. Reagan Wiebe went across to try and go get it, but it's now 13-10. So it's a 3-point lead here for the Colonels once again. Here is Sarah Siebert. Cumbo to receive. Keenels is set for Reagan Wiebe. That's Siebert's over from Alm. That one's too far and out from Caspin Alm. And the Governors pull within 2. And to Williger will check in for Austin Wiebe. And Mike Keenels is now there to serve. 13-11 under their score here in set 4. Keenels on the serve. Katie Siebert is set for Alm. Off the net and down for a kill. Cumbo went diving for it, just couldn't get over to it. And it's now 14-11. 3-point lead here for the Colonels. Looking to add to it. Lizzie Tyler to serve. Over Metro Canals. Misplayed it. And it's an ace for Tyler. And it's 15-11. Tyler with a 4-point lead now. Cumbo to receive. That got over. Nice play from Reagan Wiebe to anticipate that hit from the Colonels. Sarah Siebert. Now here's Cameron Logan. And that goes between Cumbo and Metro Canals. And it's now 16-11. And Coach Keenels has you got to think that she got to take a timeout here. Not quite yet. Looking to see if maybe her team can get this next point. But assume that she'll probably take a timeout if they don't get this point. Metro Canals. Keenels now to set for Terwilliger. Trying to get a dig out was Sarah Siebert. That won't go down for the Governors. And Terwilliger again. Make it number 12 for the freshman. And it's 16-12. Reagan Wiebe is back in. That is over. Here is a chance for Alm. That it goes out from Caspin Alm, and it's now 16-13. There's 2 quick points there for the Governors that they most desperately needed as they trail by just 3 now here in set 4. Reagan Wiebe again will serve right to left. Tyler to receive. Here's Alm. Couldn't get it over the net this time. She'd been getting it too far and then tried to just maybe ease up and eased up too much. And it's now 16-14. Reagan Wiebe to serve. That is over from Sarah Siebert. Katie Siebert. Logan goes into the net. And it's 4 straight here for the Governors. And it's 16-15 all of a sudden. They trail by just 1. You got to think that maybe Coach Thill is thinking of a timeout here. Here is Reagan Wiebe to try and tie it up, and that's an ace for Reagan Wiebe. And Coach Still has got to take the timeout, and she does. We are knotted up 16-16 here in set number 4. Back in 30 seconds. You listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR, today's KCCR.com. (16-16) here in set number 4, and the Governors are looking for a 4-set win over the Metro Colonels, but they've got to find the way they get the lead now. They've scored 5 in a row to tie this up at 16, but now they've got to add to it. They've got to get another point here and make it 17-16. Get them the lead. Coach Still took her first time out. She's got 1 left. Coach Keenholz has got 2 left here in set number 4. And if we go to a 5th set, it's first to 15, obviously winning by 2. On the jump serve from Reagan Wiebe, don't see that very often from the senior. Cameron Logan dug out, tried to get a dig out was Reagan Wiebe, but could not. And it's now 17-16. And Remy Price is in for Reagan Wiebe. Guth Miller is in for Alm. So now here is Paige Guthmiller to serve. On the jump serve, too far from Guthmiller. And we are tied up again at 17. So here is Mutual Knaus. Will serve with a 17-17 game. Here in set 4, Siebert, Logan. That one goes out. And it's now 18-17. And the Governors finally get that lead here in set 4. That one goes all the way out to the Commons area. We got a new volleyball coming in. So it's 18-17. A 1-point lead here for the Governors. Markia Mutual-Knaus in the serve. Katie Siebert to set. Logan down for a big kill. And it's tied up at 18-18. Boy, we've gone back and forth through all 4 of these games. Making 10 kills for Cameron Logan. Her and Alm have been very good here tonight. Here's Taylor Giblin on the serve. Mutual-Knaus to receive. Keenholz to set. Terwilliger has got to tap it over. Got it blocked up, and Logan went right back down with it. And it's 19-18 as the Colonels have reclaimed the lead. So here is Giblin to serve with a 1-point lead. Kaiser, Keenholz now back for Kaiser. Off the net, played by the Colonels, and they're going to get it over for Scholes on the third hit. Price to Keenholz, now to set for Terwilliger. That's too far from Terwilliger. And it's now 20-18. And Coach Keenholz will take her first time out here in set number 4. Colonels lead by 2, 20-18. Back in 30 seconds. You listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR, today's KCCR.com. Back here at Riggs High School, 20-18 is our score here in set number 4. The Governors are looking to hang on. Well, now they actually got to take the lead back here. They're down by 2 here in this 4th set. If they do not win this one, we will go to a 5th and deciding sets here on this Tuesday evening final home regular season game for the Pierre Governors. We'll need a lot of help. They got to win this one and Thursday and need some help to try and get a home game. Schleckway, that one goes way too far from the sophomore Schleckway, and it's now 21-18. A 3-point lead here for the Mitchell Colonels. Giblin to serve. Price. Keenel's got it over. Got it down for a point. And they're looking for, and now we're going to have a discussion here. We're going to have the referee, the two referees are going to talk about it. And right now it's 21-19. And now that's a long discussion here. I mean, you got to discuss it to get it right. And it's going to be Mitchell point. So violation of the Governors makes it 22-18. So it's a 4-point lead now for Mitchell. And Pierre's got to dig down deep here. He'd rather not go to a fifth set against this Mitchell team. Kaiser to receive. Keenel is now to set for Schleckaway. Off the net and down. There's McKenna Schleckaway. A kill for her. It's her sixth. And it's now 22-19. And Austin Wiebe is back to serve. Boy, oh boy, has this turned into a fantastic game here on this Tuesday. Austin Wiebe on the serve. Tyler, Katie Siebert to set for Logan and down for a kill. And it's 23-19. Coach Keenel still has a timeout. He's got up, maybe thinking about a timeout. Well, maybe not quite yet. Don't have a whole lot of points to work with. But it's 23-19. The Governors have got to score for the next 5. Austin Wiebe couldn't receive it, and it's now 24-19. And Coach Keenels will let this one ride out. The Governors have got to score 5 in a row. Otherwise, we go to a fifth and deciding sets. Be the first of 15, winning by 2. Logan on the serve. Austin Wiebe is there. Here is Keenels. Kaiser tipped at the net over. Wiebe, Price now for Keenels trying to get a kill, but dug out by Guth Miller. Katie Siebert now for Tyler. Price is right there. Keenels now for Schleckaway. Got it over. It'll be at Sarah Siebert. Back to the net for Tyler. Got it over. And Schleckaway. Now Keenels just set for Kaiser coming over. That one goes out. And they were looking for a tip. I don't think they're going to get it. And a 25-19 win for the Mitchell Colonels. And we have traded the first 4 sets, and it's 2-2. And we are back in 2 minutes with the start of set number 5. You're listening to Pure Governor Volleyball. Today's KCCR. Today's KCCR.com. As we welcome you back here to Riggs High School, we are set for the 5th and deciding set. The Governors won the coin flip, so they get to serve first here in this 5th set. And it'll be Lily Sanchez to start it out. 25-20 for Pierre, 25-23 for Mitchell, 27-25 for Pierre, and 25-19 for Mitchell. At the nets, and Mackenzie Growland puts it into the nets. And Mitchell has started out with a 1-0 lead. So now here is Sarah Sieberts. She will serve. Mitchell Canals all the way, and it goes into the bleachers. And it's 2-0. He was on his phone. He didn't even see the ball coming to him. He could have got out of the way. Mike Enos had no chance. He got to get off your phone. There's a game going on. 2-0. Sarah Siebert with the serve. Got to go right back over. Enos will play. It's Mitchell Canals for Reagan Wiebe. As that is Katie Siebert, Cameron Logan, Remy Price. Keno's now back for Reagan Wiebe. Got blocked up. Price keeps it alive. Keno's now. Mitchell Canals got it over. High dig from Cameron Logan. Katie Siebert for Alm. And not missing the dig was Austin Wiebe. And it is 3-0 here. Mitchell early in this fifth set. And Coach Kenos has got to take a timeout. 3-0 here in set 5. Governor's Trail. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Today's KCCR. Today's KCCR.com. Three 0 is her score. The Governor's Trail here to the Mitchell Colonels. And this could get dangerous here quickly for the Govs if they don't find a way to start putting some points together. Here's Reagan Wiebe with a chance. That one gets over, but Sarah Siebert the play, but nobody's back there for the Colonels. Tyler is backing away. Katie Siebert was getting closer, but didn't get close enough. So it's now 3-1. And here's Maya Keenels. Now to serve. Keenels on the serve, and he played for Tyler. Katie Siebert now Alm tips, but Mitchell Canals got it, but he couldn't keep it towards the middle of the floor. Got off the right arm, but that was it after it got tipped. So it's now 4-1. And Lily Sanchez is going to be in for Mitchell Canals. Here is Lizzie Tyler with a 3-point lead in set number 5. Sanchez to receive. Keenels now to set. Reagan Wiebe got it over, got tipped, but Katie Siebert in the play. Sarah Siebert now for Alm. Got it over, and miscommunication from Sanchez and Keenels. And it's now 5-1. Keenels has got one timeout left in a 5-1 for one set 1, 2, 3, or 4. You don't even think about a timeout, but you're down by 4, and Mitchell's only got 10 points left before they win. You think about using that timeout maybe a little bit quicker, and you will use that timeout quicker. That one got tipped to the net off to Williger. Here's Keenels now for Reagan Wiebe. That one got tipped but played by Sarah Siebert. Katie Siebert now for Alm, and that one dug out by Sanchez. Gets it back over, though. Katie Siebert up in the air. It'll be now Logan. Price to dig it out. Keenels now for Reagan Wiebe off the net and down for a kill for Reagan Wiebe. Her 15th of the night. And the Governors are back down by 3, 5-2. Avery Kaiser is back in for Remy Price. Here's Reagan Wiebe. Now to serve. Over the nets. Nearly misplayed by the Colonels, but they get it over the third hit. At the net, and it's not played by Logan. She gets it in to the nets. And it's now 5-4. This will be 5-3. They trail by 2. Sarah Siebert's, Katie Siebert's a set for Logan. Dug out by Reagan Wiebe. Keenels back for Wiebe for the back line. Off the hands of Sarah Siebert. Now here's Katie Siebert for the back line. Tyler gets it over. Reagan Wiebe, nice diving play. Keenels is set for Terwilliger. Tip to the net and down. And Reese Terwilliger gets 13th kill of the night. 5-4. Here trails by 1 here in set 5. 28 kills between Reagan Wiebe and Reese Terwilliger. 5-4 here in set number 5. Here's Reagan Wiebe. Tyler receive. Here is now Alm. Here's Keenels up in the air to Williger. Avery Kaiser, tip to the nets. Sarah Siebert, Katie Siebert now for Logan. Blocked up, off to Williger, then Growlin, then over from Reagan Wiebe. Wow, that was a good play there by the Governors to keep it alive. Alm again, dug out by Reagan Wiebe. At the net to Williger. Gets called for the net violation as Growlin got it towards the net, but got it too close to the net. And Williger had to fly in, and that was really the only chance she had. And it's now 6-4. So now here is Paige Guthmiller. And Guthmiller will serve. Lily Sanchez, Maya Keenholz, to Williger, put it in the net. And it's now 7-4. And again, 7 points. This is more like 17-14. This is not a normal 7-4 in the first 4 sets. It's still early. This is starting to get late in this 5th set. Sanchez to receive to Williger. Kaiser blocked up to Williger, though, is there. That one is going to be off of maybe Keenholz or Wiebe, one of the two, but then he got down for Cameron Logan to get a big kill. And it's now 8-4. That's a 4-point lead here for Mitchell Colonels. Wait. Here is now Paige Guthmiller. That one goes down the serve. You can hear maybe a little bit of student section along with the entire Pierre Governor team saying that was out. It's now 8-5. Orkia Mucho-Knaus will get it back into play on the serve from right to left. At the net, Katie Siebert. Logan got it blocked. Kaiser got a piece of it, but couldn't keep it in the middle of the floor as it rolled to the bench. And it's now 9-5. Taylor Giblin is in the serve. You got to think that Keenholz is very close to taking that second timeout. A 4-point lead here for the Mitchell Colonels in set number 5. Mucho-Knaus. That's going to be over. Mucho-Knaus, another diving play. Here's Reagan Wiebe over. That is down in the corner. That's a huge 2 hits there from Orkia Mucho-Knaus. Reagan Wiebe will get the kill, but one, the assist goes to Mucho-Knaus, but that is 2 fantastic plays there from Mucho-Knaus. 9-6. Governors trail by 3. Here's Austin Wiebe. Maybe the momentum will get back to the Pierre Governors. Here's Cameron Logan. Too far. It was back-to-back points here for Pierre. And it's now 9-7. So the lead is now trimmed to 2. Austin Wiebe on the serve. That one just was going to stay in. Katie Siebert, now Scholes, right to Kaiser. Keenholz will set back for Kaiser. That one is dug out by Sarah Siebert over the student section. And then got to be over, and it will be over. Schleckaway will get a nice pass for Keenholz for Kaiser, who put it into the nets. And Kaiser with a hard high 5 for Schleckaway. And it's now 10-7. That's a tough one for Kaiser to get into the nets. So here is Logan on the serve. Reagan Wiebe, Mucho-Knaus. Got to be over from Keenholz, and it is. Now here to the net. Siebert got it over. Mucho-Knaus dives through. Keenholz now to set for Kaiser. Tip to the net. Played from Tyler. Over from Logan. Another diving play from Mucho-Knaus. Tapped by Keenholz. Over from Siebert again from Katie Siebert. At the net. Schleckaway got it blocked up. And the Colonels now lead 11-7. And Coach Keenholz will take that final timeout. 11-7. Mitchell leads by 4 here in set 5. They're closing in on a 5-set victory. Back in 30 seconds. So listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Today's KCCR. Today's KCCR.com. It is 11-7. The Colonels lead here by 4 in set number 5. And Coach Keenholz has taken both of her timeouts. Coach Thill's got both of hers still. And the Governors have got to find a way. They trail by 4. They've got to score really 7 of the next 7 points, or excuse me, 7 of the next 11 points, or 10 points here. Keenholz now to set for Reagan Wiebe off the net, but Logan to play. Katie Siebert now at the net, and it's going to go off the net and down on the Pierce side, and it's 12-7, and the Govs are down by 5. Remy Price is going to come in for Avery Kaiser. 12-7 is the score. Metro Canals. Keenholz. Here's Reagan Wiebe. That one is down, and Reagan Wiebe gets it in. That's a big kill. 12-8. Reagan Wiebe, her 17th kill of the night. Now Remy Price on the jump serve. Here is Katie Siebert. Logan, too far. 12-9. Govs have pulled within 3. And Price again is here to serve. On the jump serve from the far side. Here is Katie Siebert to set. Just got it over. Price is right there. Schleckaway now for Wiebe on the near side across court. Logan, Katie Siebert. Here is Tyler. Dug out though by Metro Canals. Keenholz now for Schleckaway. And dug out by Cameron Logan on the back line. Logan again with a chance. Price, and will get called for a lift. Although the Governors got it over, it gets called for the lift, and it's now 13-9. It is a 4-point lead for Mitchell, and they're 2 points away from closing this out. That one is in, and an ace from Katie Siebert. And now it is match point. 5 match points to work with here for the Colonels. No timeouts for the Governors. Siebert's. Keenholz now to set for Schleckaway. That's down for a big kill, and it's 14-10. And Schleckaway has got her 7th kill. But the Governors need another 4 points. And the sophomore Lily Sanchez is going to serve up 4 points for the Governors here. Here's the sophomore Sanchez. Small jump serve. It is over for Tyler. Katie Siebert now on a chance to win it. Goes into the net. And it's 14-11. Coach Thill, she's got 2 timeouts. Not using it yet. Here's Sanchez. Got to make sure you get it over, get it in play. Sanchez gets it over. Here's now Katie Siebert. Tapped over from Tyler. Sanchez. Keenholz now will set for Reagan Wiebe. That's down for a big kill. That hit the ground, and it's 14-12. And Coach Phil's got to take a timeout. The Governors are within 2 of tying this up. Don't go anywhere yet. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. (14-12). Lily Sanchez back to serve again. That one stays in. They need these 2 points to the Governors. Tipped. Sanchez keeps it alive. Austin Wiebe. Here is Price. Over on the third hit. Sarah Siebert. Here's Katie Siebert to set. Tyler looking to win it. Well, Price is there. Keenholz dumps it over, but Sarah Siebert keeps it alive. Did not get called for the net violation. Lily Sanchez is over. Keenholz got it over the third hit. We're still going. Katie Siebert now for Alm. That's blocked up off the net, and the Governors are down by 1. 14-13. Here it's at 5. Lily Sanchez needs 1 more here. They want a timeout. Coach Thill gets the timeout. 14-13. We'll keep it right here on today's KCCR, today's KCCR.com. What an incredible match this has been. 14-13. Governors have to score to keep it alive. If they do, then you win by 2. But it is the first of 15 as we are in set number 5. And again, News Director Zach Nelson will have election coverage after we are wrapped up here. The post-game show coming up after this one is done, whatever that might be. But the Governors have got to get this next point. Coach Thill is taking her second and final timeout. Both teams are out of timeouts now here for the evening. And Sanchez, this is a nerve-wracking serve for the sophomore because she's got to make sure she keeps it in play. 14-13. We'll see if we keep going after this one or not. Sanchez on the serve. Logan to play. It is now a chance for Tyler. Taps it over, and it goes down for a point right in front of Sanchez. And the Mitchell Colonels win 15-13 in set number 5 and steal one here for the Pierre Governors on their last regular season home game. And that one is tough for the Govs, especially in the AA seed point standings. We'll have the updated standings tomorrow morning, but that's a real tough one for Pierre. We'll step aside for 2 minutes to come back and wrap it up. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on today's KCCR, today's KCCR.com. As we welcome you back here to Riggs High School, it is a final as the Mitchell Colonels knock off the Pierre Governors in the fifth and the deciding set 15-13 as they take it from the Pierre Governors here tonight 3-2. The Governors won the first set 25-20. They led for the majority of the second set, but the Colonels came back and won 25-23. Pierre took the 2-1 lead, winning 27-25 in set number 3. Mitchell had a 25-19 win in set 4. And the Governors, who trailed by 14-9, scored 4 straight points, were within that one single point to tie it up and send it to have to win by 2. And the Colonels got the point and got the win, 15-13. This Pierre Governor team, this hurts them in the standings, the AA standings. Talked about the if they win both games and get some help, there's still that potential of being the 8th seed and having and hosting a SODAC 16 next Thursday. Now that's pretty much out of the question, and the Governors are going to fight to try and stay in that number 11 spot here too, because they weren't for sure in that 11 spot, even if they go 1-1. And now you're looking at potentially going 0-2 because Huron on Thursday. Well, one, you got swept by them earlier in the season, but now you've got to find a way to get a win to be to 1-1 here at the end of this week that you kind of planned on to be at the worst case scenario, but now could turn into an 0-2 week and really hurt you in the AA standings going into the SODAC 16 and put yourself in a bad spot next week Thursday in that SODAC 16. Reese Terwilliger had one of the best games that she has all season. Did not play like a freshman here tonight. Had nearly 10 kills in the night, end up with 9. Reagan Wiebe had over double digits around the 15 mark. Terwilliger actually had more than 10. She ended up with 13. Those two combined for nearly 30 kills on the night for this Pierre Governor team, and that's the two bright spots for this Pierre team. And they played overall well. Just that Mitchell had their number here tonight and ended up getting that 5-set win. So as we look forward here to the rest of this week, the Governors will be in Huron on Thursday, and first service at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 6:45 in Huron for that one right here on today's KCCR, KCCR.com. Friday evening will be 7 o'clock as the Governors take on the Yankton Bucks in the state semifinal game, as kickoff at 7 o'clock, 6:35 for pregame with myself and Greg Dean for that one. And then we will have the Sodak 16 next week, Thursday, and potentially the state championship game if the Governors beat the Yankton Bucks. They play at that Class 11 AA state championship is at 7 o'clock on Friday nights next week, Friday, down at the Dakota Dome in Vermilion. And we'll have it for you if the Governors win on Friday against the Yankton Bucks. We also have Coach's Corner coming up tomorrow from 5:30 to 6:30. Coach Steve Steele will join me, as well as Coach Casey Keenels. We'll talk tomorrow about this game here tonight. We'll talk about Thursday's game. We'll also get to kind of set maybe for the Sodak 16 as well before they know who their opponent will be going into next week. News Director Zach Nelson, he is standing by in the KCCR studio in the election control room and ready for lecturing coverage for you for the rest of the evening. We'll send it over to him. You've been listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball here this evening. And again, the final scores here tonight, 25-20 in set 1 for Pierre, 25-23 in set 2 for Mitchell, 27-25 for Pierre in set 3. Mitchell won the 4th set, 25-19, and then they get the 5th and deciding set, 15-13, as they beat the Pierre Governors here tonight. Back on the air for Pierre Governor Volleyball at 6:45 on Thursday as they take on the Huron Tigers. And we'll have that for you right here on today's KCCR. You've been listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball as we say goodnight from Ricks High School.